Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we are tackling one of the biggest rivalries in the personal productivity space.
It's a real head-to-head.
It really is. Joplin versus Obsidian. I mean, between them, they pulled in something like 23 million downloads just last year.
Yeah, and our whole mission here is to get way past the marketing points, the feature lists, because on the surface, they look almost the same.
They really do. Both work offline, they're cross-platform, they both use markdown.
And they both make that same big promise, right? That they'll be the app that finally lets you quit Evernote for good.
Exactly. But that's the hook. When you dig into the community reports, the user experiences, you find this huge philosophical divide.
That's it. Your choice isn't really about features. It's about a fundamental difference in how they're built, and that affects everything. Your workflow, your data, everything.
So let's start there. Ease of entry versus, I guess, upfront investment.
A great way to put it. Let's talk Joplin first. It launched back in 2016, and it is just the definition of straightforward.
It feels very familiar.
It does. You download it, you get a toolbar you recognize, you have to-do lists built right in. The learning curve is essentially non-existent. There's zero setup.
Okay, so then you have Obsidian, which came along in 2020 with this pretty radical philosophy.
Totally different. It's not just about taking notes, it's about connecting them. It does this with something called bidirectional linking.
Which means?
It means whenever you mention one note inside another, a link is automatically created back. So you start to see how your ideas connect visually with these interactive graphs.
And that's the trade-off, isn't it? That's the barrier.
That is the big hurdle. Obsidian requires a real upfront time investment. You have to learn markdown syntax, using hashes for headers instead of a button.
Right, and you have to figure out how to organize your vault. I see those forum posts all the time. Obsidian for dummies. People just lost.
Exactly. You can get overwhelmed before you've even written a single real note.
But, okay, let's say you push through that. You
Right.
climb that mountain. What's the reward? What does that investment get you?
Two things: scale and customization. Now, both have plugins, but the ecosystems are just worlds apart.
How so?
Joplin has some good community tools, even a built-in AI assistant. But Obsidian has thousands. We're talking advanced tables, calendar integrations, custom dashboards.
So doesn't that lead to that analysis paralysis thing? I've been there spending hours tweaking my setup and not actually writing anything.
Oh, absolutely. That is a very real trap. But the other side of this is performance. The reports we found show a really clear limit for Joplin.
What's the limit?
It works great for, maybe up to 500 notes. But once you get past about 600, people report severe performance issues. It just bogs down.
It's all in one database file, right?
Exactly. Whereas Obsidian, because it's just individual text files, it scales to thousands and thousands of notes without breaking a sweat.
Okay, this brings us to the most critical point for anyone listening, the data safety nightmare.
Yeah.
Our sources call Joplin's sync record criminally absurd. Why is it so bad?
It comes right back to that single database file. Think of it like all your notes are in one big locked box.
Okay.
If the sync service gets confused and, for example, tells your phone app that the box in the cloud is empty, the app just believes it. It treats that empty box as the source of truth.
And? What, deletes your local copy?
It wipes everything.
That's terrifying, which is what happened to that anecdote we found with the developer.
Yes. A developer who documented losing an entire year of notes because the Android app saw an empty cloud holder and just obliterated all the local data to match it.
Wow. It's a catastrophic failure.
It is. And Obsidian just sidesteps this entire nightmare. Every note is its own plain text file on your device. There's no proprietary database, no vendor lock-in.
So if the app breaks,
Yeah.
the files are still there.
Your notes will outlive the app. That's the guarantee.
So to synthesize this for everyone listening, the choice seems pretty clear. Joplin gives you that immediate simplicity, but you're taking on a significant documented risk of, catastrophic data loss.
Right. And Obsidian demands a lot of hard work up front. You have to learn its systems. But your reward is a super scalable platform where you have complete secure ownership of your work.
Which leaves us with a final thought. It really connects back to why we use these tools in the first place, to save time.
It's all about time.
So you have to ask yourself, which form of lost time is more costly? The hours you might spend learning and customizing a powerful tool like Obsidian, or the seconds it takes to lose everything to a random catastrophic data deletion like we've seen happen with Joplin? That's the real choice you're making here.